Hello conservation friends. Currently I am busy watching Tsebokolodi Yellow Mongoose group Mongoose Magic Moments in the Meerkat Magic Valley Reserve of the Meerkat Magic Conservation Project. It's a very overcast and cool day, and the mongooses have returned to the burrow a bit earlier today. Last week we've been very fortunate to have 18 millimeters of rainfall, followed by another beautiful 4 millimeters of rainfall with more on the way. These overcast days are very dangerous days for mongooses and meerkats to be out and about, and the reason is quite simple. It's usually very windy, and there are often many aerial predators floating around in the air currents, attacking suddenly, and visibility is poor. Even now, they are being very alert, staying around the burrow entrances as we head towards sunset. The dominant female, Tsebokolodi, has just popped out of the burrow here. I have been following this particular mongoose group and their offspring since 2008. And this is one of the offspring over here. Sawubona, born in November 2018, starting to fall asleep there. It's quite unusual to see this so early in the day, and again, because it's an overcast day, it changes the usual activity patterns. A bit of auto grooming very quickly from the dominant female. Currently, the other litter mate, Giabonga, also born in November 2018, since they're the two that were born, and both have survived and both have stayed within the group, which is very unusual. She's currently below ground, and I'm delighted to announce that it looks like she's in her early stages of pregnancy. There may have been a migrant male moving through the area since the dominant male died years ago, tragically. Here she comes, just poking her head up. You might get to see a little bit more of her. Dominant male Shongololo disappeared. It may have been a predation many years ago, and since then the dominant female over here, Tsebokolodi, has not had any other litters. This is a very long time now, since it's the 19th of March 2021, all the way from November 2018. I've been hoping that they might have babies whole of 2019, the whole of 2020, and all the way up to now. All right, this could be an interesting interaction here, because usually with meerkats, there's dominant female present, and any subordinate females get pregnant, they are evicted from the group, and quite often they're evicted before they get pregnant, and often they will lose their young. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether Giabonga over here is actually going to have her litter survive, and what happens with the whole hierarchy then. Since with meerkats, if a dominant female loses her mate, it's very common over time for migrant males, who often form coalition groups and migrate from one group to the next, to move in and displace any other possible males. And if there are no males present, quite commonly one of them will become the new dominant male. So I was thinking maybe another male would arrive in the group, and that hasn't happened. So Tsebokolodi is all alone as the dominant female, but yellow mongooses are highly adaptable. In some areas, they can be very social. Large numbers together, 12 and up. I've studied them on the west coast as well, near a place called Vitsant, White Sands. And groups there commonly numbered from 6 to 8 to even 14 individuals. It may be because of burrow space in farming areas being less common, because some of these burrows are ploughed, which means real estate for burrows is very sought after. So they cannot simply go and start new burrows wherever they choose. Just looking around to see the dominant female is still foraging around here. Two litter mates have gone below for now. Yeah, a lot of ants out now. Looks like she's found something there, possibly some termites as well. Many of these creatures are highly sensitive to changes in the weather, and they will make good use of the damp soil to make new nests, burrows, etc. Also, the millipede has been out and about more recently. It's a detritivore, eats rotting vegetation, detritus. It's an arthropod, and meerkats and mongooses here will make a meal of them. I call these drought food provisions because meerkats generally do not simply go up and eat millipedes when there are other options available to eat. These tend to require a lot of scraping and pulling along the ground to wipe off their very nasty chemicals before they can actually be eaten by the mongooses and the meerkats that I've studied. Quite a lot of midden usage already. Yellow mongooses make use of a midden or latrine. It's basically a communal toilet. It's very uncommon for meerkats to do this at the burrow. They'll tend to move around away from the burrow and mark their territory like that, whereas the yellow mongoose here, Cynictis penicillata, will commonly use the same communal toilet again and again and again. And these are commonly at burrows. Whereas with meerkats, they will quite commonly have communal marking sessions on range overlaps. So where ranges intersect, if you can imagine many interlocking circles as territories, these can be areas of contention, and on those overlocks and overlaps, meerkats will encounter other meerkat scent, and they will leave long-term scent posts, basically advertising that it's their area or that there could be mates available, breeding opportunities, and so on. All right, they've gone to sleep early. It's definitely getting cooler here, probably dropping down into the low 20 degrees centigrade. It may seem very hot for some people, but temperatures have been 36 to 38, and in summer 44 degrees centigrade is common. So this is very, very cold. You can imagine what you consider to be warm, and then half that. That's pretty much what's happening here at the moment with this overcast weather. Just having a little scan around. These clouds are magnificent. Looking towards the south in the Otaniqua mountain range. See, there's a thick blanket of clouds spilling over from what's commonly known as the garden route. That's the coastal region there, a mere 80+ kilometers away to the sea.